going on, guys? Michael here. First video on this channel. We are changing the oil on a 2017 Shelby GT350, as you can tell. I kind of messed up. I already did all the work, so I'm just gonna go over and show y'all what we did. It's gonna be a not super in-depth review, but it'll be a step-by-step. So obviously, first thing you did is I took it out, drove it a little bit, got the oil nice and warm, and then when you take it back to your house, pop this off there, get some airflow to go in, pop the dipstick. Video's not sponsored by Mobile One, but they didn't have OEM 5W50, so we're rocking with that. Next thing here, obviously, we're gonna get under the car here. This is the carbon fiber splitter. So obviously, jack up your car. I got two because this car is super low. It's on coils, so this car is super low. We'll show you that probably in another video. But your filter is gonna be right here. So if you have, so like I said, it's a 17. So they made a Gen 1 motor for the first half of 2017, and they made a Gen 2 motor for the second half of 2017. So if you got a 2017, make sure you check your filter before you go buy it, because the first half of production have the spin-on, and the second half have this cartridge filter here. It's in a pretty awkward spot, as you can see. It's off the left tire here. You see it right there. You need I think it was like a 2/8 to get that off. I can't remember what it was exactly. I just used a pair of channel locks very gently, and it came off nicely. So we got that back on there, nice and tight. And then your drain plug, Ford's favorite, way under the car here, right next to your transmission. 10 quarts of oil, 5W50. This just spins off. You can do it with your fingers, and then it comes back on with your fingers. But yeah, pretty much, you know, come down here, pop this off, have your little drain pan here. I'll show you that in a second. Let it run off, stick it back in when it's done. Just twist it to the right. Then you come up under your filter. You can get in under here with your channel locks if you're using channel locks, or if you're using your ratchet, you can just come in off this angle here. It does help if you turn this wheel a little bit out. It'll make it just a little bit easier for you to get your arms up and in here if you're a bigger person like myself. But whilst we were under here, check this out. We found our front tires. This is a track car. We found our front tires are on their cords. So don't know how I didn't notice that before, but I just did not too long ago. So we're gonna do a video on how to replace this so that you Shelby owners can get back on the track and terrorizing people, what we do best. Right, guys, this is the filter you need for your Gen 2 motor. It's an FL2062-A. Good filter. These are the old O-rings, and it comes with a little black one, that one right there. But according to the manual, you don't need it, so I don't use it.
Just throw it on the floor.
You can if you want. For the second half, you're gonna be filling it up with the oil of your choice. Obviously, it's gotta be 5W50. It can be very hard to come by, so make sure you do it in advance. You get this stuff. But yeah, you're just gonna put 10 quarts in there, check the dipstick after, run it for a little bit, make sure it's not leaking, and then you're good to go. Here's the oil here. Like I said, 10 quarts. This is a 5-quart container here. And this is a 28-quart container, so I really kind of foolproofed it on myself. Here's the old filter. As you can see, it's pretty dirty, so it's a good thing I got changed. But here's the car. It's honestly beautiful. Ricardo's got the tech package in there. The second part, guys, to this, here's my chassis number. Anywho, the second part to this, after you change the oil, you want to come over here, make sure you go to settings, vehicle, oil life reset. I already did it, but you just hold down OK, and it'll go to 100%, and then you guys are good. Here's my setup here. 7K mile, one of 445 Shelbys. I know there is a fellow YouTuber on here with an all triple yellow Shelby. Mine was spec'd without stripes. I don't know if his was spec'd without stripes or not, but yep, there you are. And then, you know, when you go to Shelby Vegas, you gotta get yourself a Shelby Vegas hat. You already know. Anywho, got all your switches here. It's just a regular 350, right? I believe we got a muffler. Oh, we have our mufflers. I believe our mid mufflers got taken off, if there are any on this car. I still gotta do some research. I'm still learning this car myself, as it's only a year old for me under my ownership. So yep, that's what we got going on. Don't forget, when you're up on jacks, this is my biggest thing. It's good to have the e-brake pulled, obviously, when you're up on jacks, but in a stick car, always stick it in first gear. I always stick it in first, just because you know, well, if it's in gear and the e-brake fails, it'll catch the gear instead of just rolling. So that's something else to look at. Don't worry, guys. I know you fanatics like your interiors clean, and I'm dirty, and I jumped in here with oil and grease on my hands, but I'll clean it up. My baby. Love this thing. It's only got 7,000 miles on it. You know, depending on the response on the content getting put out there, we might do some more content, but right now I am considering selling it. Likewise, though, obviously, if there's a hefty response from fans or you guys, I'll probably end up keeping it and doing more content with it, taking it to the track and showing you how-tos, how to put on mods, things like that. But yeah, if you guys want to see more of this content or have any questions, I will be responding to anyone in the comments. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.